Hi everyone. In today's session, we will discuss about depends on methods and depends on groups feature of TestNG. Okay, so let me tell you what are these depends on methods and depends on groups. Okay, so these are two features provided by TestNG, which is majorly used with the Selenium TestNG. Okay, so let's understand why we need this. Okay. To understand that, let's take one example. Let's suppose you are having two test cases. Okay, test case 1 and test case 2. Okay, and in your application, you can say test case 2 is dependent on test case 1. Okay, what do you mean by dependent? Okay, let's suppose before running test case 2, test case 1 should be executed. Okay, if test case 2 will be executed before test case 1, then it will not properly behave. That is the expected behavior. Okay, so it will fail the expected behavior. Okay, let's take one example. Let's go in test case 1. You are just launching in a browser. Okay, you're creating a driver of Chrome browser. Okay, and you're launching a browser, right? Chrome driver. Okay, in the test case 1, and we are just launching one website, driver.get stackoverflow.com, and in test case 2 you are clicking on login button. Okay, so we are performing some driver.find element by.id login button. Okay, and we are performing some click operation over it. So here we are having here two test cases, test case 1 and test case 2. In test case 1 we are launching Chrome browser and launching website stackoverflow.com. Okay, and in test case 2 we are clicking on login button. Now let's suppose and let me tell you one thing, by default your test cases are executed sequentially, right? Sequentially, one by one. Test case 1 will complete, then your next test will start, and then your next test case will be picked. Okay, in sequential manner. So there is no guarantee that test case 1 will be executed first and then test case 2 will be picked. Okay, so it can be vice versa, right? Test case 2 can start first, then test case 1 can execute. If your test case 2 starts before test case 1, right, in that case, first of all, driver that will be null, right? So it will give you null pointer exception because this code is not executed yet. So to handle such scenarios, we have a feature of depends on methods that is provided by TestNG. So we need to write here in this method depends on methods. Okay, and this you have to pass the name of that method. Okay, so you need to pass the name of the method. In this case, if you run this file, okay, run these test cases, test case 2 will be executed after test case 1. Okay, first of all test case 1 will be executed, and after that test case 2 will be executed. Okay, and in this case if test case 1 fails, okay, test case 2 will also fail. Okay, so let me show you practically. Let me launch Eclipse. So I am already having one Selenium project with the TestNG configured in Java. Okay, so let me create one new class and name as demo depends feature. Okay, so in this I am creating two test cases. Okay, first test case public void I will name as test case 1. Okay, and in this we will launch Chrome browser and open website. Okay, so I will get one driver object here. We have driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, and to launch Chrome driver we need to set the path of Chrome driver.exe. So this is the path of Chrome driver.exe. So copy this path and cancel, and system dot set property here pass the driver .com dot driver, and here pass the path of the exe that we copied, and in that put semicolon. Okay, so let me maximize this window. You can maximize from here. Okay, so we will launch. We will do one thing. We will get. We are creating one Chrome driver here. Let me launch. Okay, let me launch one website. http Stack Overflow.com. Okay, so in the test case 1 we are launching browser and opening Stack Overflow.com site. Okay, let me get one new scenario and public void test case 2. Okay, so in this we will click on driver. So we need to create this, move this driver object to at class level. Okay, let me move it to class level, and okay, so in this method we will just click on login button. Okay, driver dot find element by dot link text login. Okay, and we will perform click operation. So we are having these two test cases. Okay, let me run these scenarios and let me show you. So we will run this file that we created, the demo depends feature. Okay, let me run this. Let's check the default order of execution. Okay, so by default it will pick as alphabetically order. Okay, so in this case it will not fail because we are using test method names are test case 1 and test case 2. I will look. So both the test cases are passing. Okay, because we are naming convention is very good because test case 1 and test case 2, and before running these test cases Selenium will sort these test cases as alphabetically order, and test case 1 will be executed first and test case 2 will be executed next. Okay, if we rename these methods, okay, I will convert it to test case 2 and test case 1. So in this case this will be executed first, okay, according to alphabetically order, and this will be executed second, and this will fail. Okay, let me show you. Let me run this scenario. Let me close the browser. Let me run this. Run as testng. So have a look. It's launching browser. Have a look. It's saying total test run 2, failure 1. Okay, so test case 1 executed first and test case 2 executed second. Okay, have a look. Test case 1 failed, null pointer exception, because driver was not initialized yet. Okay, and test case 2 is executed second. Okay, so this is the problem with alphabetically order. Okay, and if you are sure that this test case should be dependent on this test case, okay, we should not go with the naming convention of methods and functions. We should use these feature. Okay, let me tell you how to use this feature. Depends on methods. Write parentheses here and type depends on methods. Okay, this one, and in curly braces you have to pass the name of method. Okay, so this method test case 1 method is dependent on test case 2, so we will copy this test case name and paste it here. Okay, so let me run this scenario now. So in this case test case 2 will be executed first and test case 1 will be executed second, and both the test cases will pass. Okay, so let me run this feature. Run as testng test. So let's wait for the output. Launching browser, opening stack, clicking on login button, right? So let me show the results. Have a look. It's saying total test run 2 and pass count is 2. Okay, let me show the results here. Test case 2 pass, test case 1 pass, and see the order of test cases. Test case 2 is executed first and test case 1 is executed second. Okay, so this is the feature of depends on methods. Okay, so let's suppose I want to pass multiple methods. Okay, let's suppose I will add one new test case here. Okay, and in this I want to close the browser. Okay, public void test case. Okay, and in this I will just want to close the browser, driver.close. Okay, now as per our scenarios, this test case should be executed first because it's launching browser and opening website, and after that this test case should be executed. Okay, and once we are done with this quick operation, then we should close the browser. Okay, so you can say that this method is dependent on this method, test case 1, and test case 1 is dependent on test case 2. So we have write that depends on test case 2. Now we will write here it depends on test case 1. Let me write that depends on methods. Okay, and I will pass the name of test case 1. Okay, so it's like a hierarchy. Okay, let me run this scenario. Now it will execute all the scenarios as per the requirement. Okay, it will first of all execute test case 2, then test case 1, then test case, this last method. Let me run the scenarios. So I will be showing it test case run 3, pass count 3, fail count is 0. Okay, let me show you. So it's running test case 2 first, test case 1 next, and test case is the last. Okay, so this is the feature of depends on methods. Okay, in this way you can use depends on methods features to execute test cases in a particular order. Okay, now we are just passing one method here. Okay, if you want to pass multiple methods in this array, okay, this is array of strings, you can pass two names, like if my test case is dependent on these two test cases, okay, test case 2 or test case 1, so I can pass here two names, comma test case 2. Okay, so it will work, no problem. So you can pass n numbers here, n number of test cases here. Okay, so you have to pass the name of test case. Let me run the scenario again. Have a look. All the test cases passed, and let me show you the execution order. Test case 2 is executed first, then test case 1, then test case. Okay, so if you want to use this depends on method, this is the way to use depends on methods. Okay, so this is all in depends on methods. You can pass single test case name here, or if your test case is dependent on multiple methods, okay, test case 1 or test case 2, then you can pass multiple names like this, comma separated. Okay, test case 1 double quotes, comma test case 2 in double quotes. Okay, so this is all about depends on methods. Now we have another feature, depends on groups. Okay, so this just like depends on methods, syntax is same, but the thing is, let's suppose your one test case is you have one, let's suppose test case 1, okay, test case 2, test case 3, test case 4, test case 5. Okay, and you have one test case 6, and this test case 6, it depends on all the 5 test cases. Okay, in this case you have to write like this: test case 6 depends on, okay, like test case 1, test case 2, okay, test case 3, right? So it is a lengthy process. For 5 test cases you can write it. Let's suppose you have 500 test cases. Okay, in that case it will be very complex to write 500 test cases just a comma separated. Okay, to achieve this thing, we have another option, that is depends on groups. Okay, and in this case you can just let's suppose your test case, this test case is dependent on the test case 1 and test case 2. Okay, so I will just use here groups feature. Okay, we will just convert it into some groups and name as a, let's suppose ABC. Okay, so we are grouping these two test cases, test case 1 and test case 2, into groups. Okay, we can mention here groups is equal to mm, let me mention ABC. Okay, so this is the syntax to convert these test cases into groups. Okay, so now group ABC has two test cases, test case 2 and test case 1. Okay, now instead of mentioning here as test case 1 and test case 2, we can mention as depends on groups. Okay, depends on groups. So here I will pass the name of the group. Okay, so name of the group is ABC. So this is easy to write. Okay, and you can if you have 500 test cases, you can put groups tag on every test case, and this depends on groups. You can pass the name of the group. Okay, so these are two features in Selenium. Let me execute this scenario and show you the output. Have a look. So all the test cases got passed, and they all are executed in a sequence. Okay, test case 2 first, test case 1, and test case last. But if we are not using this depends on features in this file, so test case will be executed first, then test case 1, test case 2. Let me show you. So I will remove all these extra depends on features. Okay, and we will try to run this file. In that case, all the test cases will be executed in reverse. Okay, test case 1 will be first, test case will be executed first, test case 1 will be picked second, and test case 2 will be picked next. Okay, so now it will be reverse. Okay, let me show you. I run as test ng. So see the execution order. Test case is executed first, test case 1 is executed second, and test case 2 is executed last. Okay, so this is totally reverse, right? That's why test case is also failing, have a null pointer exception. Test case 1 is also failing, null pointer exception. Only test case 2 is passing because we are creating object here. Okay, so if you have test cases like this, if one test case depends on another test case or group of test cases, you can use these two tags. Okay, depends on methods or depends on groups. Okay, so these are very important features of TestNG. Okay guys, that's all for depends on methods and depends on groups. Thank you so much.